Peace and greetings. This is Artis, and this is the Artis Smith Yoga Podcast. So we're going to do a chakra meditation, and we're going to go through all of the 7 chakras, and we're going to activate and bring our awareness to those chakras. Okay, so first let's find a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you. Okay, you can be seated in a cross-legged position or sitting in a chair, depends on whatever's comfortable for you. Just making sure that your back is nice and straight. Okay? Now, bringing your focus, attention, and awareness to your posture and how you're sitting. Feeling a sense of grounding to the earth through the sit bones, feeling length in your spine, and a sense of lifting through the crown of the head. Becoming aware of your posture. Now bringing your focus, attention, and awareness to the breath, following it as it flows freely in and out of the nostrils, not trying to control the breath, just becoming aware of the breath. Bringing your focus, attention, and awareness to your thoughts, letting go of the day that you've already experienced, letting go of the day that lies ahead of you, and bringing all of your focus, attention, and awareness to this present moment. Beginning with our root chakra, which is Muladhara. The color is red. And I want you to think and imagine that there's a red wheel spinning at the base of your spine. It's glowing and it's spinning. You control the spin. Slow the spin down. Make it a medium speed, a calm speed, nice and easy speed. And repeat to yourself, silently to yourself, I am stable. Our next chakra we're looking at is the sacral chakra. The color is orange. Imagine as if, again, there's an orange wheel spinning at the gut. You're controlling the spinning. You slow the spinning down. And silently say to yourself, I am creativity. The next is our solar plexus. It's Manipura. The color is yellow. The yellow wheel is spinning. You're slowing the spinning down, medium speed. And silently you say to yourself, I am powerful. The next is our heart chakra, Ananta. Green. Wheel spinning. Control it. I am loving. Our next chakra, the throat, Vishuddha. Blue. Wheel is spinning. Control it. I am expressive. The next chakra, the third eye. The color is indigo. I am spiritually aware. The next chakra, the crown, Sahasrara. The color is purple. Purple wheel spinning. Control the wheel. I am connected to my higher power. Notice all of the wheels slowly spinning. Follow your breath as it flows freely in and out of your nostrils. And now slowly start to bring awareness back into the mind and back into the body. Maybe wiggle the fingers and the toes a little bit. And then say to yourself, silently repeat to yourself, I am creative, I am powerful, I am loving, I am expressive, I am spiritually aware, and I am connected to my higher power. All right, so that is your 7 chakra meditation, and you can play this again and maybe hone in on one specific chakra that you like to work on, that you think you need more work on. The 7 chakras are extremely beneficial. Looking at them and having an understanding of them is extremely beneficial. Knowing when maybe one of them might be off. If we're going throughout our day and something doesn't seem right, maybe we can connect it back to our chakras, like what's going on. Am I not expressing myself enough? You know what I mean? And so then you look, if you're not expressing yourself enough, that's your throat chakra. That's Vishuddha. And so you have to think about doing work in that area, right? Doing that work in that area. Meditation is really the key to finding your equilibrium. You know, not everybody wants to or, can possibly do yoga. It's not for everybody. There's a saying that some folks say, it's yoga. Yoga is, what is it? Everybody can do yoga, but yoga is not for everybody, right? Anybody can do it, but it's not for everybody. So, but meditation is for everybody. Everybody can meditate, and some of us, we meditate and we don't even realize that we are meditating. Some folks I know some folks who like to draw, and they will what they call doodle, which means they're not really doing anything, they're just creating something random. That's a form of meditation because their mind is not on anything but that doodle. All they're thinking about is that doodle. And also, I know a lot of folks who like to get, and I call them adult coloring books because they're extremely they're extremely intricate. You have to really I guess you have to really follow the lines, because these are advanced coloring books, and I've seen adults with these advanced coloring books, and they'll have a whole thing of colors, and they'll just sit there and work. And that is a form of meditation. Their mind is focused right on that thing, right? I recommend for you to do a just straight up, and now I'm not saying all of these things are great and they work for folks, but if you really want to put the juice on, if you really want to step on the gas, sit down, close your eyes for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? 30 minutes is really good, and just allow things to happen. When you're sitting in meditation, it's interesting because you're doing something, but you're not doing anything. You're mastering the art of not doing anything. Everything comes from nothing. The word Shiva in India, Shiva means emptiness or darkness, nothing. Everything comes from nothingness. So when we sit down in that meditative space and our eyes are closed and our focus is on one thing, and one thing only, it allows us to access our higher self. It allows us to access even our subconscious mind, memories. When we come out, I know sometimes when I come out of my meditation, I remember things that I have forgotten a long time ago, or I get inspirations. And sometimes I'll immediately, after my meditation, I'll pull out my journal and start writing because something will immediately come to me. Because things have, the way has been cleared, the clutter has been cleared. My mind is not erased. And that's something that we want to recognize, understand. You're not erasing your mind when you meditate. You're just putting things in the proper place, right? You're moving them aside. Okay, this goes here. I know it's there, but I'm not going to consciously and continuously think about it. I'm just going to put it right here. That bad thing that might have happened to me that I don't like. I'm going to put it right here. Yeah, I see it over there, but I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on this, but I'm not going to try to erase that thing because because it's a part of who I am and what made me. And if it's a terrible mistake or something, if it's something that's extremely terrible, then I can look at it and make sure that it does not repeat itself in my life or in someone else's that's close to me, right? So we don't erase those things and completely forget them. We just recognize them and put them in their proper place. Even really good things, really highs that have happened. You know what I mean? Celebrate. Oh man, you're so happy that this one particular thing has happened, and that's all you're harping on and thinking on. That's what happens with these guys who can't let go of being the quarterback for high school. You know, they're 50 years old talking about when they played high school football and how, oh yeah, and I did. Whoa, bro, that's a long time ago, man. You know, you need to let that go. Okay, we understand that, you know, you achieved those heights. That's great. It's in your memory. You might have a trophy or something at your house. It's in, but to talk about that shit every day, or you know, to bring it up every day, it's kind of it's a delusional mind state. Something's wrong. You know what I mean? You have to let that go. So even your super high highs, right there, you know, you want to be able to put them in their proper place so they can serve you properly, right? And that's what meditation really is about. It's about putting things in their proper place and clearing your mind in order for something new to come in. You cannot put two things in the same place. And think about a cup holder in a car. One cup holder, you put the cup in, the cup holder. You can't put another cup inside of that cup holder unless you take that cup out. It's really simple. And the mind works the same way. If you have predominant thoughts, right, you need to move those predominant thoughts to the side and let the new thoughts come in and let the new ideas come in, right? So that's what we're doing with the meditation. So if there's any questions, comments, or concerns, or something you'd like for me to discuss, please leave a message or a comment or whatever the case might be. So thank you for watching, and until then, my friends, peace.